The most complex part is our youngest brain, the cerebral cortex. It controls the squamous epithelium and function failures. There are two major themes, separation and territory. Then we have these cortical centers. SB means sensory area leg. So, there we have the outer skin with neurodermatitis, psoriasis, hair loss, cold eczema, hives, urticaria in medical terms, basal cell carcinoma, warts, and so on. That's just the outer skin. That is always a separation. The organ inside means I don't want to be separated. Organ outside, the back means I want to be separated. Hair is still inside, I do not want to be separated. So, baldness is the active phase of a separation conflict. You always have to look for the conflicts where they started. Where the symptoms started. Here on the right, we have the bronchial mucosa. Here we have bronchitis or bronchial carcinoma in the healing process. On the left, the laryngeal mucosa in the healing process, we have hoarseness or laryngeal carcinoma. The squamous epithelium is repaired under the swelling. These stages of healing are all considered cancer in conventional medicine. MB stands for motor area leg. Paralysis. We are in the active phase of MS, and in the crisis of epileptic seizure. In the upcoming healing, we have Parkinson's. So MS, epilepsy and Parkinson's are always a motor conflict. The stroke, the tremor, or Huntington's disease. That's always motor area via tracts. So that's the shock and the rest is an allergic reaction. The track is an early warning system. Attention, something bad has happened. Then the SBS, the special program starts again, without again meeting the 3 criteria. Very acute, isolating and caught on the wrong foot. One reacts allergically. But we have the bronchial muscles here on the right, in the crisis spastic bronchitis or bronchial asthma. Those don't get the air out. On the left, we have the larynx muscles, pseudocroup, or laryngeal asthma, they don't get the air out. In those who stutter, there is also an impact in this relay, the Brocaid center is also on the left. Then PB, post-sensory area leg. That's where we are at the periosteum, the bone membrane. This is rheumatism, the flowing pain. If one were to associate the violent separation to the feet, one has the feeling that the feet are stuck in a block of ice. It is like going from ice cold to hot in the healing phase, as in the winter, toes. The periosteal pain during the healing phase is relentless. Post-sensory also includes the coronary vessels and so on. Post-sensory, that is after the sensory. Then before the motor cortex, there is also a premotor sensory cortex center. That's what Dr.Hamer calls it. Then the visual cortex, the retina and the glass body. That's where the fear in the neck, the attack from behind comes in. With the retina we have nearsightedness, farsightedness, retinal detachment, and macular degeneration. I have a black dot wherever I look. With the vitreous body we have the green cataract, with a loss of visual field in the active phase. In the healing phase we have glaucoma, the increased eye pressure. The vitreous body is the fear in the neck of the predator. The retina is the fear in the neck of a thing. So, the glass body is personified, and the retina is a thing or situation. For example, as a student, I can be afraid of the homework chasing me, so I have the retina involved. But as a student, I can also be afraid of a teacher because he has the hots for me. Then I have the glass body involved. Cerebral cortex center seen from the side, the motor is blue and the sensory is red. It has worked its way between them like a wedge. Where they come together, that's where the cardiac relays are. And that's where the action is. In conventional medicine, the control of the heart is entirely unknown. So, the way it works. For example, a heart attack. The word is already wrong. Infarct means occlusion. The coronary vessel of the heart does get repaired under swelling during the healing process, it is true. But that does not cause cardiac arrest. The cardiac arrest here comes from the heart center in the brain. There are no more signals coming to the heart. So, a heart failure has nothing to do with the occluded coronary vessel. That's just an accompanying symptom. Heart failure is purely a brain symptom. All these bypass surgeries are lucrative businesses but not causative therapy. For example, he has already had 5 bypasses and is still dying of a heart attack. It has nothing to do with that. The heart is totally misunderstood by conventional medicine and totally unknown to them in the brain. Then here's a cross-section of the brain. There we have the ventricles, these cavities with cerebrospinal fluid. We have there these cardiac relays, these bulges in the cortex. The right one controls the coronary arteries, the left one the coronary veins. On the right side, we have a heart attack. On the left side, we have a pulmonary embolism as the crisis. Now the crises are very noticeable. In the blue motor cortex, now in crisis, we have the epileptic seizure. In the red sensory and post-sensory cortex, we have the absent thinking. The patient does not respond when addressed. So at the complete sensory center, in the crisis there is the absence. In the motor cortex, we have the loss of function. Here in the crisis we have epileptic seizures. So, also the heart attack is what we have in the crisis. Pulmonary embolism is the crisis of the coronary cardiac veins. In this, we also have the absent thinking. In the center we have the bridge that holds the brain together. You may have seen this before.
Germanische Heilkunde is considered the greatest discovery in the history of humanity, by those people who have understood its underlying principle. While classical medicine is based on more than 5,000 hypotheses, the Germanische Heilkunde can be considered as the only medicine, which is scientifically verifiable. With Germanische Heilkunde, for the first time in the history of humanity as we know it, there is a medicine with which any patient case can be reproduced in a strictly scientific manner. More than 30 different universities have already confirmed this in the past. Nevertheless, the discovery of Dr.Hamer has been suppressed and denigrated for over 30 years. Take your health into your own hands, and learn about Germanische Heilkunde, while you are still healthy. Helmut Pilhar, one of 3 lecturers, officially appointed by Dr. Hamer for Germanische Heilkunde, offers you an extensive and complete seminar collection for this purpose, which is now also to be translated into the English language. This knowledge will change your view of conventional medicine forever. You can find a direct link to Helmut Pilhar's seminar videos in the description below this video.